Hi, I'm Desperate Robinson. You're watching B83, and this is another episode of Meet the Artist. And today I'm here with Bomma B.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, bro?
I'm all right, you know.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I can see you back on the music.
Yeah, I'm back.
Full time right now.
Yeah, full time.
They're on a big song. She Wants a Man from Brum.
Yeah.
Been killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you on that stead as well.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
you
you're
know.
on that one as well.
Yeah.
Like how? Like I know you're away for a while. Like, you know, why were you away from music and why is it that right now it seems that you are firmly back in the game?
To be truthful with you, like, my son's 6 years old now. Like, when I stopped doing music, or should I say slowed down, was like 2010. That was the Bombs About CD. I think you recorded a few things for that.
I did a video. Yeah.
My son was born October in that year, so I just had to get my head down and, you know, set things right. You know what I mean, kind of thing. But he's 6 years old now, and I'm free to do this music properly.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing. I feel like people don't put their priorities in order.
Yeah.
In the right place. I mean, you know, music's music. It comes, it goes.
Yeah.
But making sure that you know, properly providing for your son and make sure if he's okay. I think that's the right thing to have done.
Yeah, man.
How's fatherhood for you?
Loving it now, innit?
Yeah.
Can talk and ask for what he wants. It's different now, innit? It's kind of different. Go to school, he's away, he's back. You know what I mean? So it's great. It's a great thing. It's a great feeling. Just, you know what I mean?
Nah, he looks just like you as well. He looks there's no way that you can deny your child even if you tried it. It's just like you.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, what's it like having a son? Like, you know.
You know, it's unexplainable. You know, like having a child is one thing. I don't think I would feel any different if I had a daughter. But just that father-son bond is crazy. It's crazy. You can't. You know what I mean? It's like growing a mini you.
Yeah,
but in like you can allow him to have all the things you didn't have then growing up, and see the different smile on his face, and you made him smile. You know what I mean? It's different, man.
That's good. I can tell by the smile on your face, like,
yeah, it's different.
How much it does mean to you, and how good it is.
Yeah, man, it's just unexplainable, really.
Yeah.
It's just
it's one of the things. If you don't have a child, you can't really explain it. Can you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So, music, like you've come back and you know you featured on 2 big songs, like That's Dead, which in its own right was a banger.
Yeah, that was a banger still.
And I don't think that had much room to breathe before She Wants a Man from Brum came out and just woof,
man,
like smashed it to pieces and cut. Like, I think you're the first person I've got to talk to that's actually on that tune actually. So how did all that come about, man? Because that's like it's one of the biggest hits from the city, full stop.
That's a mad one, that is, you know. Like, I think I would say, I think it was something like 013, 012, 013. We hooked up, me, Pressure, Safwan, Triller. Went to a session at Predator's house. I think it was a uni, at Aston Uni. I think he structured the beat. Come up with some idea, like I was saying, like, yo, obviously the girls want a man from Brum, and you know, we were just having a talk, and then that was basically it, and girls want a man from Brum, so we all got busy, drawed up a hook, but we didn't actually record it that day. And to be honest, all we had is the hook, because we didn't record it, the bars got lost, so that was just a tune that was just from then. It never got recorded, nothing actually proceeded. So
you worked on the idea in 2013.
Wrote it, everything. Yeah, it got lost. I don't know what happened. It was crazy. I think Pressure still had the beat, or Saf still had the beat. But like in 2015, it was just like flicking through beats and thinking, you know, let's bring that back. I think them man drawed back up the hook to as close as it would have ever been. Yeah. Then a few changes. I think Saf made some changes to the R. It's mad. That kind of it was mad, innit?
That adds an element to it still.
Yeah, I think we recorded that at my house, you know, Bomb's bunker, innit? We recorded it there. I used to wake up on phone Saf like, yo, the sun used to be shining. I used to open the blinds. I used to be like, yo, this tune's a banger. Every morning, you know, I used to phone man and say, yo, but find it was a banger. Everyone knows it's a banger. Everyone was feeling the same vibe that was the one, and when it got changed to the R, it's mad, and the verses got laid, Pressure mixed it down, just a rap from there.
Are you I mean, it's interesting to hear that story that it's essentially 2+ years old, like the idea, and it got lost, and you know, in terms of like energies and it being the right song, like the universe wanted that song to happen, like for you to hear that beat again, man. Like, oh, you remember this, like, man? Like, how does it, now that it's out and it's done what it's done, like, are you surprised at how far that song's gone? Like,
nah, I am, and I'm not though, because it was like something that, like I said, I used to phone Saf in the mornings, open my blinds, the sun used to be shining through into the little place, and I used to feel the you know, like it was just an every morning thing. Obviously everyone had the belief, Saf believed, Pressure believed, Triller believed, and it's just great. It's just a great thing, innit? It's just a great thing. Words can't explain. That was just like an energy thing. As you said,
definitely,
you know what I mean? Because it got lost and then brought back, if that makes sense.
Everything for a reason.
Like, what reason?
And it's good to see, particularly from Birmingham, a song that not only puts like Brum on the map, like in the song, like, you know, people saying she wants a man from Brum. It kind of gives that pride back to the city. But it's nice to see a hit, like an actual club banger, like come out of the city, because you can play it in the club. I've seen people that, you know, Logan plays it, he's not from Brum, but he has to play the tune because it goes up.
The reaction's crazy. The reaction is actually crazy. Gatecrasher, Birmingham supporting it now. It's just a natural song that I don't think everyone feels the same, and even if you're not from the city, you still feel the same. So that's where it's capturing the essence of everything, and it relates to every town as well. Ladies, and if you're not from Birmingham, you probably have London man saying, "Show someone from London, show someone from Hood." So it's kind of, it works in every way, man. It's a great thing to be a part of.
Have you had people pretending they're from Brum? Like, like being from the outskirts,
I've had a few messages. Yeah, man, I've had a few messages. I've had a few messages of that. It's kind of funny though, innit? Because it's just funny because I know how they feel, but I know it's Brum, innit? Shot someone from Brum. Everyone's took a liking to it. If you ain't from Birmingham, then you only can change it and put your own city in there, but it still relates back to the same thing. She wants a man from Brum. It's Brum. So it's good. It's nice, man.
So I mean, like, you've been featured on those two songs. You know, the profile is raising. Now you yourself, Bomma B, that's a name just been around for a while. It's not like, you know, not just a just come just because you're on She Wants a Man from Brum and it's a big hit now. That's not just that's not just your first look into the game. Like, I wanna talk about like your history and how you got started, because you've been a name for a while. You're known to shut down. Like,
that's what
when Bomma B touches mic, like,
man.
like, likely there's a reload about to happen. Like, you know, 9 times out of 10.
I like that.
How did you get started? I'm gonna guess something. How did you get started in music?
You know, that was a crazy one. Like, I think I've always been like had the music in me, but I think it was probably my big brother, R.I.P. Nemo. Like, his essence of spraying bars and me just starting to learn to spray bars, and then, you know, like I've just elevated on just a little thing really, and like I started out small, but I just kept it going and just kept going, and I just think that it's kind of, I don't know, like the inspiration and the stuff that got me started is what keeping me going today. Like, i.e. my brother, like, people don't really know, but obviously he's passed away. But that's what's keeping me going. That was my inspiration back then. That's still my inspiration now, but it's just a bigger platform now, and I can, you know, like.
Do you feel like, you know, having lost your brother and him kind of getting you into it, do you feel like you're really trying to carry on?
Yeah, now it's time, man. The spirit's in me, man. The force, and it's strong now. It's stronger. Like, I know what I need to do, and I know the belief is strong. You know, like before I was just doing it. I was doing it, but
kind of like half, kind of, I'm doing this music thing, kind of,
So, but now I feel, you know, like when you feel better in yourself.
I can see it in you.
Do you know when you feel better in yourself? Like, trust me, like, I got a lot of things going on, new stuff as well, but It's just the timing, innit? Timing now, innit? Timing.
So who's your first music crew? Like, this is what I want to talk about for a reason. But like.
That's ZTC.
What did that stand for?
Zero Tolerance Crew.
Yeah.
That was Smethwick based. I would say like my brother Nemo and my cousin Big Dog Yogo. They was the founders of that. Like that was something that everyone wanted to be a part of if you was from Smethwick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, like, people don't know, I've known you for a while, and even when we first met, I didn't know you, but I think you were a part of the team.
Yeah.
I had a studio, I think it was about 2001, 2002, something like that. And I just remember, like, I had a booking, and it was for you guys. Mobbed the studio, about 15 men in the studio, it's a bit mad. I don't even remember what song we made, I just remember being downstairs and then it just being like, yo, like, who are these men? But the energy was there, like, and I do remember you spraying and being like, yo, who's this? Like,
who's I can vaguely remember him.
Yeah,
I can vaguely remember that.
14, 15 years ago.
What can I say? That's how it was moving them times.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell the story. It was an interesting evening after that. Zero Tolerance kind of makes a lot of sense with the name there. But like, did you guys ever, release any songs? Because I know people putting out music then. Were you big in the ends?
We was big in the ends. It was like more an ends thing. Like we used to do radio back in the day, and I think it was Silk and them ones back in the day, Sirius FM and that. We used to do shows. We used to do. I think so. And I think it was then. We used to do radio a lot back then, but we weren't really as big then. If that makes sense, like everyone individually or certain man that carried on doing music from them times, individually the big now, but at that time, it was like Midlands Mafia and that, and them kind of low key and that, so they was kind of popping for the city. They were the big, you know what I'm saying, the big names and that. We was just spraying bars basically, but it was known in the ends, but not. I wouldn't say a wider audience knew about us, if that makes sense. It was more an ends thing. Yeah. It was.
So from there, like, how did you move? Not say away, because there's probably a lot of your friends within ZTC,
it was like a family.
How did that
family?
How did that end? How did you move away from that into something else? Like what happened?
I think to be fair, that died when my brother passed. If that makes sense, kind of.
I get you. Yeah.
And then I think it was Money Mob after that. Yogi come with Money Mob.
Oh yeah.
Money Mob, that was after that. So that kind of, we just left that where it was then, with the memories of whatever memories we had with the ZTC, and that got left there. Then got made to Money Mob, and that was more rap orientated, whereas ZTC was more. That was grime. That was grimy. That was grime. You know the ones like that was fully grime. But the Money Mob started off the grime thing, but was more transition into a rap thing. So me personally, I probably would. I would say I'm still a part of anything that my cousin does or anything that the man them do. But that's where the branch off kind of come. Yeah. Because then I become Bomma B. Yeah. And then it's more a solo thing, and then. You know what I mean? Me and Pressure, and it's just mad. Yeah,
because I know Money Mob's gone through a few different names, I guess, now.
Yeah, it's Trap and Stack now, Trap and Stack now. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Shout to them, shout to Yogi.
How did you, I know you, because I think as long as I've known you, just after, I think I've always known you to be around Pressure. Like even in the MDK days, MDK, Pressure was in MDK.
Yeah, Pressure my G.
You weren't in MDK, but you always.
This is what I mean. It was crazy.
There, like,
it was crazy. Pressure used to be in ZTC.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Was he there? He might have been.
Yeah, man. Foundation.
Maybe.
That's why it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like different transitions, and like you said, when he moved to MDK, it was still always tight, and I was still at that time I was Bomma B, but that's how I probably. You know what I mean? I've been able to see other artists and interact with DJs, like from them days. So I'm kind of established as people know me, I know people. You know what I mean? But it's kind of stemmed from them type of days. Can't fault Pressure. Can't fault.
You two, you two go back. It's a squad.
Yeah,
you know, just you two alone.
Yeah.
When you touch mic, it's a
Beat
problem.
Up trouble, man.
It's a problem.
Trouble.
So you go from ZTC, Money Mob. You know, I know you linked up with Pressures, the whole MDK history there.
Yeah.
And then like Birmingham kind of took a turn. Like grime wasn't the main music for a while, and that was like what?
I would say
07.
Yeah, I would say just before that.
Yeah.
I would say like I would say it was kind of the grime wave was kind of dying at the end of 05. Not dying, but you know, next musics are getting made like Bassline and the transition 2-year period to 07.
Yeah.
Now Bassline's popping. That's the in thing. That's the new
force,
grime, really.
Yeah.
That up here anyway.
Yeah.
So that I would say about 07 properly. Yeah.
How did you end up getting into? I missed the Bassline years. I don't know where I was, but like, I've completely missed the Bassline years. Anybody that ever talks to me about Bassline says, "Oh, yo, but if you don't know what you missed out on, you know,
crazy.
Like it was mad times." Like, how did you start on that?
Do you know what it is? I'll tell you straight. It was like my style, anyways, kind of, and the beats that was getting made, or the people that I was feeling, or that was close to, like DJ Panther. Obviously, that's Aaron Verone now, for those who don't know, but DJ
Panther.
Panther.
Want to say that.
That's my G, so that's what it is, isn't it? You get me? But that's basically, he used to make some wobblers.
Yeah, Panther's beats,
you know,
disgusting.
And then basically my style kind of suited them kind of beats more at the time, because that was the in thing. So the beats that was banging, when I was vocaling them, I would be like, mad thing. And so I was just spraying. To me, it's just music, though.
Yeah.
Some people say bassline, grime. To me, it's just music. If I feel it, I'm gonna do it.
I've heard you on, like you said, you know, one of my hip hop. I've heard you on hip hop. I've heard you on grime. I've heard you on bassline. Like, you are quite a versatile artist, especially when you listen to She Wants a Man from Brum. Like, even the style that you deliver on there isn't really a style that I've kind of heard from you before. Like, more time, you're the I'm gonna murder this tune. Yeah. Like when it's Bomma's time, it's gonna get murdered. Like I'm going for that. But and that song, it was more kind of, you know, there's more flow, there's more personality to it. There's a lot. I feel like you really developed that. Like
comes with growth and time and growth, I would say, and obviously being around artists that do different things and allow you to be a part of something where you have to change, because that me coming on She Wants a Man from Brum, She Wants a Man from Brum.
Yeah, it's not.
Nah. You have to tone it down and come across to my side of what did the girl them really like, and what did it. Yeah, it's just because the flow and that's not. It's just about getting your mind in the right place.
Yeah.
Because I would before, me personally, I wouldn't make that tune alone. I wouldn't go to my studio and think, oh, let me make a girl tune. I might say two things for the gal, but I'm not gonna start a tune from the start to the end of a girl. But She Wants a Man from Brum tested the skills, tested the levels, and I think I passed with flying colours. If I'll be honest, not being big-headed.
You did well. You did well, and I think it has. I've seen comments and I've heard people say things. I think it surprised people quite a lot, because they're used to the Bomma B that, you know, any rave you put mostly any rave or any set, you're gonna come out and you're gonna shell and you're gonna reload, but it's a very kind of, your voice is distinctive. Like you can't mistake your voice. Like let's talk about that. Like how did you know, I know it's a lot about the way you talk, but how did you why did you say, when I touch mic it's gonna be yo?
Probably a certain part of my life was going through pain. You know, just angry.
Yeah.
Just angry, but just brings out probably aggression. But then I have to, like now with the growth, I've learned to tone down the aggression is the hype. That's what we call the hype. Not the aggression to be violent or the aggression in my voice, aggression to be hype. See, it's a more a hype thing now. Which the words I'm saying and the things I'm saying now, it's sounds angry, but it's hype. If that makes sense. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rather than sounding angry, but I'm actually angry. Yeah. I'm delivering negative energy instead of being angry in my voice, but projecting the positive energy, which what am I now? Hype.
Is it like, you know, was it a release for you? You know, having, you know, you said you lost your brother, and I can't imagine, you know, that being easy for yourself. Like, you talk about releasing, you know, anger. It was that kind of, were you channeling that kind of stuff?
Yeah, man. I believe so, because I was in jail at the time, and so I didn't even get to go to the funeral and them kind of things. So it's a different kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you only live with the last memories of, yeah, you're not going to jail, safe, cool, see you later. But got to jail, gone, didn't get let out. Yeah, it was that for a period of time where the angerness was come from. But I've learnt to channel the angerness to the hype.
Yeah,
the hype is what the people like, and that's what I deliver, and that's what I try to project. So yeah.
What made you, like, I know I said you the growth, is there anything particular that made you think, like, let me just do this where I am channeling more of a positive hype vibe than just the you know, the anger that you
I think, yeah, what you know what it is now, like what it's like you have to ask myself, like, what do I want to give out? Because whatever I'm giving out, that's what's going to come back to me. So I'm giving out negativity, that's what's going to come back. If I'm giving out the positivity, that's what's going to come back, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm not going to be. And that's what I tend to do right now. That's just the main thing. You know what I mean? It's a weird one, but yeah.
No, it's a good look at it. It's a good mentality. I can see, like I said, I can see in you.
Yeah, man.
I've known you for a long time, and like, I can feel the vibe that you're on.
Yeah, man.
I can see it. I know that you're in a different headspace. Let's talk about the music that you're making now, like the project you're working on. Are you releasing a new project?
Whoa, yeah, I'm releasing a new project. It's Bum Still About, because I think that title from my last CD in 2010, Bum's About. 6 years on now. Bum's still about. I'm still about. But I've got a CD that's it's finished really. Just one or two songs to get mixed down, and the package is there. No date set yet. But that CD, that's like, I'm telling people straight, like, that CD, you're gonna get Bomma B. Like, I think I've I wouldn't say let people down, but I'm not give people my all from 2010 to 2016.
Yeah.
So that CD there is going to represent what you've missed. You're going to think, oh, this geezer is, that's what I like about Brum. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of giving back to the people, I believe. So anyway, it's energy.
Is there any particular songs on there that when it drops people should watch out for, that you think are like, yo?
Whoa, I got the Bum Still About. I got a tune called Bum Still About. I'm still about, I'm still about, I'm still about, I'm still about.
Yeah.
It's kind of catchy. That's gonna shut down. That's gonna shut down. I think that's a Panic on the production for that one. I just finished talking to Swift there. I've got a crazy tune, Bully the Dance. That's like the raw energy, raw Bomma B.
Yeah.
That's what I need to, because that's what I'm really aiming for. I'm aiming to do raves and just get booked for raves and festivals.
Yeah,
that's
I think you're the perfect one of the perfect people to do that. You're like the Brum Temper T almost in a way, in terms of how you deliver and you can turn over a crowd.
That's what I want to do. So the tunes that are on Bum Still About, that's going to represent a lot of who is the shutdown man, who is the hype man, who can spray content and the hype and make people lock in, and it's not just all noise, it's music now. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. It's different.
It's good. I'll talk about hype, and just to kind of dip back into your history a little bit for people that don't know. You've had some, like, Brum seems very quiet in terms of clashing. Like, I don't see many artists clash each other much anymore. But I know you were a part of two great ones, you and Daps.
Yeah.
Which was and if you're new to grime, and you know, Daps is a big artist in his own right, and Bum's a big artist in his own right. They did have an epic kind of clash that you should really go back and check out.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Was mad. That was mad.
And it was you and JK that had your thing as well.
Yeah, we had a little thing.
Like, there was a time period where you put out a project. I think it was the same day as Daps put out.
I think he put out Tempo Talented.
Yeah.
And I put out Tempo
Damaging.
Yeah.
And that was like. That was interesting, man. Cause that was exciting because Daps had been promoting his thing for a while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you two had had this rivalry for going for some time, and then you just put out the project on the same day.
Yeah.
Like, what made you do that?
That's just a tactical move.
Yeah.
It's like a war move, innit? War secrets. You know what I'm saying? He's done the promotion. It's just something to just, you know, we're in a little banter and whatever. It's something to just tie myself to as well. He's gonna be pissed like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Well, even now we're still talking about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's mad. It's mad, and like you wouldn't expect it. And people don't really do them things in this day and age no more.
This is why I'm asking.
I was. You know what it was? But them times there, I was like I says. That was them. All them times was before 2010, 09, before my youth dropped. So I was on job. I weren't letting nothing slide in the music scene or anything. I would think 3 steps ahead. How can I be better than that person? If I'm in a rivalry, he's got a CD coming out. All right, say, watch this now. And then that people like, oh my gosh, you bro, I done that. How do you do that? 24 hours, 48 hours. That CD was wrapped.
Yeah.
It weren't a thing like I just come up with the idea. I think I was at Pressure's Yard, banged out about 6-7 tracks, strapped it. It's nuts, you know.
I remember being on Facebook at the time and seeing that coming out and be like, yo! I really couldn't believe you'd done it, and it worked. Like, the hype was there, and it's something that I remember as a move to this day. I mean, I feel like, as much as people are putting out songs, like, Brum gets a bit quiet. Do you feel like that clash element is missing? Especially like you see like Chip and Bugsy, they've done their thing, it's been big. Do you think like it's something that's missing from the game here in Brum now?
Do you know what it is? I think the only thing that's missing from the Brum scene is the lack of music. The clashing thing to me, that's dead. That's completely dead. That's out the water, because what are you gonna say? We're all growing up and transcending. So what we're gonna say? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You ain't gonna do nothing. It's dead. Yeah. The clashing thing's dead. That's for jokes and banter. If it's a city to city thing, like you said, the Chipmunk and then the Bugsy, that's like a city to city thing. You got Manny 0161 on the Manny on the map. They're rooting for Bugsy. You get what I'm saying? You got man from North rooting for him. Then you got Chipmunk London. You got the whole London scene behind Chip. That's a real war in terms of music, if you're gonna do it musically.
Yeah, I get it.
But in Birmingham, there's not really who can you honestly say it's good to have it, that would be a good clash, or you could say it, but they've already happened. I.e. me, JK, that's 2 hype men going at it, even though I feel that he tried to draw me out. It didn't have nothing to do with him. But fair play to him. He's done his thing. I says, just war boot. I done that to Daps. You know, he comes around. He's thinking 3 steps ahead. Let me stand for Bomma. But you know what I'm saying? I'm always ready. I'm always ready, and I think I show that in all the clashes that I've had. But all the clashes that I went down, Socks, Triller, all them. That's back then. That's what's making the scene. That's what made things elevate from then till now. If that makes sense. Them clashes, everyone's locked in. Yo.
Yeah, you still remember them now. Like Socks vs Triller was epic.
You know what I mean?
Like you and Jay and Dats was, you know, big things.
You know what I'm saying? That was mad. Them clashes was mad, you know.
No.
If you go back and watch them, it was crazy. Those crazy clashes.
See, you mentioned like music is the thing that's missing. Yeah. Do you think that not enough music comes out of Birmingham? Because it seems like a lot of videos get made, a lot of whatever. Like, but what?
Yeah, but no, it's not enough music, innit? It's not enough music. People say they're making this, they're making that, they're doing this, but the music's just lacking from every area. It's picking up now. It's picking up a lot now, but it's took from then till now for people to realise. But the music, like there's not a lot. Like, I don't know why there's not a lot of music, because there's like you said, there's a lot of videos. Yeah. There's a lot of videos. There's not a lot of releases. I don't think people are structuring the music right.
In terms of like putting it out as a proper product and project. Yeah. So, 'cause I know, you know, you got people who know, you see CJDZ Media. Yeah. There's a video on there at least once every day. Like, but it just still doesn't feel like
it's just a video.
I'm waiting for anybody's release or waiting for whatever. It just doesn't feel like that as a scene. Yeah,
because we're not capturing all the elements. You need to be capturing people in the studio, interviews like this. You need to capture different things with the artists that have got things going on or say they got things going on, so people can actually sit down and study. Like, I see my man last week, he said that project, but then you see him this week, he's on something in the studio, P110 just popped in, or JDZ popped in, or, you know what I mean? It's lacking them kind of things, because people probably are putting out music, but it's falling on deaf ears if there's no proper anticipation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think it's picking up now, though.
I think people are starting to learn the game a bit more.
Yeah, man.
And, you know...
It comes with the growth, innit? Learning, grow, analysing. You know what I mean?
Talk to me about baseline again. I know I was talking about that earlier on, and we didn't really get into that. Like, the baseline days. Like, what's some of the highlights from there? Because I know there's a big audience of people that know you from that period of time.
It was popping, man. It was popping. Oi, start with the noise. Shut up, star, bass, boy, rhythm. Yeah. You know, like I was just on a. That's what I'm saying. It was angry. I was angry them times. You know what I'm saying? But the vibe, everything was popping, man. The tunes I had endless bangers on bassline. To be fair, Triller was killing it. Revelations, they was killing it.
Yeah,
they
pretty much owned the bassline scene at one point.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, they was owning it still. They was owning it. They had, things was in place, and like I'm still freelancing at these times. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just getting beats and doing it. But they had kind of more of a structure for bassline. You know what I mean? From early. You know what I mean? Which helped them go forward. But yeah, man, the man used to make bangers too. But I made some heavy bangers. Made a lot of tunes, man. Enough tunes, Just
what would you say the biggest event or biggest crowd that you played to and shut down was?
Why, sir? That's a hard one, because I'm just like, not saying that I've been booked for bear raves. I've shut down from 07 and all that. But like big crowds and more time, I'm just running up. We sprayed. Yeah, we spray. We just go up there and spray. Like I've done a few, but the biggest one I would say, I can't really say. Yeah. I've done a few big ones, but to picture off my head, I couldn't just say, oh yeah, that one. I think that would be unfair. You know what I'm saying? It would be unfair. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I've done a few.
Nah, I know there's I went to one that was like Midlands versus North or something like that. It was like a massive event.
Yeah, that was going.
Before there was like, in terms of event-wise with Grime and Birmingham, do you feel like there's not enough events in the city as well? Because it's like, there's always baseline events and there was Grime events back in the day. It just doesn't seem like there's much. Doesn't seem like there's much now for people to even be at.
Because you know what it is. I think the scene's at a stage where people need to start with themselves, doing it themselves now. You can't just wait for a promoter, because there's not really much promoters putting on Grime raves in Birmingham for you to just say, Grime raves every week. Nah, you need to start in your own city, so you need to start with yourself and try and put on events or be a part of any event in Birmingham. The more people doing it, the more events there will be, and the more promo there will be for other promoters out of Birmingham to say, you know what, they're killing it, let me book them, or let me go.
Or let me go and make some money.
You know what I mean? Because the odd bookings are the odd bookings, but some men are getting £20,000 for a booking, bro. And then there's man that are getting booked for 250, 5 bills. Yeah, it's alright. But that's the difference, isn't it? Didn't say the music was better, but that's the difference. You know what I mean? But that's people out of Birmingham. People that have come out of Birmingham, gone London or gone to wherever they've gone to, and been able to grasp that opportunity. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, it's just the level that you want to be at. So if you want to be at the level where you're getting booked for £20,000, I believe you should be starting to put on raves now yourself, or try and be a part of anything now to get there. But really, people are just getting booked for like 2 bills, 4 bills, 6 bills. Bag. It's not really.
Yeah, and it's hit and miss sometimes as well. So it's like, how long's that money gonna
man. There's artists getting booked for 10, 15, 20.
The game's changed. The game's changed.
And what they do, it's crazy.
Changed last year. A lot changed,
man. Yeah, man.
I was speaking to P Money before. I know that's somebody I think you've done some work with in the past.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about how he really got his start with getting booked all the time, and he wasn't getting paid a lot of times when he was running around, grabbing any mic that he could, shutting it down, making sure the footage got out there, or doing whatever he needed to do to make sure people knew that P Money could turn over a rave. Yeah. Do you think that's something that's missing from like younger MCs? Because I just don't feel like I see people putting in that work. So I know it's something that you would do back in the day.
The hunger's not everyone wants to be either trap stars or you want to be the next best thing. You ain't gonna what you're seeing as the next best thing is doing the Future, doing the Drake. You know, it's not. You ain't got your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of. I don't know. That's a weird one. That's like the kids ain't going to pick up the mic. They're not hungry. To me, it don't seem like they're hungry to pick up the mic. They're hungry to be the Drakes or be the trap star. Or I want to do what he's doing. But they missed that era of the hungry. You've missed that. Like,
the oxygen
you can
room
see
days. Yeah, the
I
oxygen
talking
rooms,
about
bro.
that today, bro.
Like that, I think that's a big missing element for the scene in general.
Yeah,
it's just that going into that room, knowing that there's all these people in there, and you have to grab that mic.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
Like,
man from every area. Sometimes you go in the room and you ain't nobody. You come out feeling like a king. That bar that you sprayed, really proud of MCs from different areas. That's how you earn respect. You know what I'm saying? This day and age, it's just all sectioned off because they ain't. No, I don't think you've got that come together location. Yes, that Saturday set. You've got all the new youngers all together spraying. Nah, it's all kind of sectioned off now. Whereas the olders now, we started from that. That's how we built our bridge today.
Yeah.
That's why we're cool today. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I miss them days. But I think that elements. I wouldn't like to say it's gone, but I can't see.
You can't see where it is.
Yeah, I can't see it.
It's interesting because I think like some of the biggest people, like say for instance Deadly. Like, I know Deadly can walk into any rave anywhere on his own as well. Not like, oh, I'm here with 10 man or whatever.
Yes.
And walk up to anybody and take the mic and shell. Like,
real shit.
That's it. And there's a few people that can do that.
Yeah.
And I think it is people that's from the era of when you had to. You had to pick up the mic at oxygen rooms, or you had to go to. You had to. You wanted to get heard. There wasn't like,
the pressure's on.
yeah.
Don't come with no weak bar.
Yeah.
Because you won't get respected, and that might be your first and last shot.
It's true.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You see, because Deadly and them was like different thing from back then.
Differently, but it's a bit too, because you've got the YouTube channels now, and you can just go to a man. He's got the camera. Yeah. You can speak to the camera. You're not in
in your comfort zone nowadays.
Yeah.
You don't have to when you could be the person, like when you're at your best as a person is when you're out of your comfort zone. That's the best. When I'm out of my comfort zone, I'm the best at what I do because it's you've got to step up now. There's something to, you know what I mean? Even though you step up to a level anyway, but to exceed, to start getting people to say, yo, you was out of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
All right, then watch this. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
So, who do you class as what do you listen to, and who do you class as musical inspirations? Like, where do you draw the inspiration from for your own music?
You know what? It's kind of funny that one is because what I listen to ain't what I'm trying to promote in my music.
Okay.
It's just what I listen to.
Yeah.
And I know why I listen to it because the struggle's real.
Yeah.
But that's not what I listen to now. I don't take into my music. I would more take the business side of how they're doing their business with whatever they're doing, and take the business side and think, how can I put that into my own business? Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
More so than listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And saying, I wanna say something that's like that.
Because I can imagine you're a West Coast stan.
Yeah, West Coast, man. You're saying Muzzy and all that, and you know them man there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. One mob.
It's interesting that you say that you'd rather take the kind of business elements and all that kind of stuff rather than taking from the music and putting it into your music. Because I find that nowadays, especially, there's a lot of people don't do that. Like, they listen to an artist and they take in way too much. Then they end up sounding like that artist, or they're not even original artists anymore. But it's like you mentally have consciously said, nah, like I'm me. I'm gonna make my music.
It's that time. It's that time, honestly. Honestly, like, I'm even on a second CD now. It's that time, like, I'm not playing no games. I'm not taking on me. The only thing I need to learn is the business side of things. I don't need to know how to spray bars. Yeah. I don't need to know how to have that flow. That flow sounds good. Let me take that. I'm Bomma B. I've got my own stuff. I've got my own flow. I'm known. I don't need to take no elements from any music apart from the vibe. And like I says, the business side of things. That's just it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just it.
Is that the side that, not to say that your artist career is going to be short or long, whatever, I'm not trying to put a time limit on that, but like, is that the side that you really want to focus on, like the business element of turning music into money and really building something?
Yeah, man. That's the longevity, long term. That's how you survive. I don't just look how much MC you can name. 100 MCs that come and go. There's no business.
Right,
yeah, I could name 100 MCs now.
Right now.
No, that they've come and gone. That was massive. What did it take from being massive? They just took the people saying, "You're sick." Yeah, man. It's got to your head. Grew. Then it's exploded, and you've come down to earth, and you ain't got business. But when I'm watching NFTR interviews and you see Mega Man, they've still got their businesses though.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? There's different levels. Like most people come down and they ain't got nothing to fall back on, just what they had, i.e. has-beens. So, you know what I mean? Like, you was that guy. But if you had a business, you would have longevity structure. Even when you wasn't that guy, you're still the guy because your business is booming.
Yeah, you still got money coming in.
You're sitting next to that next geezer, but your business, isn't it? You can't fail. You can't fail if you structure the right business. Full stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the elements that I'm trying to take in now. I'm even trying to do that's what I'm saying, I'm trying to do the clothing and that now. Well, not trying, I am doing it. You know what I mean? Bomb Squad clothing. Bomb Squad, that's what I'm gonna run with that's me now.
Makes sense.
Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
If you're part of it, it's Bomb Squad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Bomber B, Bomb Squad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm running with now. So the clothing and that, looking to set up the websites and you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to do it properly, doing it properly now. 100%, 150% involved.
Are you Bomb Squad? Is that they're gonna be like the fans as well? The fans gonna be called. You gonna call them the Bomb Squad? What's your fan engagement like? Like, you know, what do they say on the Twitter? Like,
man, but it's crazy. You know what it is? It's raw, mad. But like I say, like when I say in my day, when I was popping, it's MySpace and Facebook. Like my Facebook friends are still full up now, and you know what I'm saying. MySpace I don't check, but that was what was popping them times there. This day and age, it's Instagram. You've got your Snapchats, you've got your Twitter, so you're engaging a lot with the newer age of people, which I feel like that's where I'm at now. I'm about to show the new age people. That's Bomma B. Like, this is why people say Bomma B. Do you know what I'm saying? With the music I'm gonna put out now, and the people I'm around and the support I'm gonna be getting, where the music's gonna be pushed to, people are gonna be able to accept it and understand why I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Or at least you got a chance to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't just try and put out a CD and it's some new school music and adult and all mature. I'm giving you the adult and mature, but it's the old Bomb. You're getting that on that Bomb's still about. You're getting that raw Bomma B. Like, you're gonna understand, like, promoters, everything. I'm a shutters. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, I've started a second CD, and that CD's a next thing. Like, I got wavy. That CD's crazy. Like, that's a vibes, a different vibes. It's something that's unexpected. But how can I do that without giving them the bomb?
Kind of reintroducing yourself.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like you're having to, you know, it's a new generation now. Things have moved on a lot. There's fans that don't know you.
You
know, front and center. There's fans that don't know you. Don't
at all. No, like, don't even know what.
Why? I know you can speak, but like, you know, do you feel like you're having to kind of prove yourself again to this new audience, or you just kind of like, you know, make sure that the people in the past know that I'm back?
You know what it is? The new audience, they are gonna know. But I wouldn't say it's a proven thing, because I'm gonna do what I always do. But it's just more with my head's more screwed on, like way more screwed on right now. So they're gonna know, new fans and old fans. You know what I'm saying? Supporters, because I can't say fans, because it's not a fan thing. Supporters, people that supported me from 06 that are still here now, tweeting me things from back then. Do you know what I mean? I've still got the fan base, I've still got all of it, but like I said, this kind of moved on and evolved onto Instagram's big things. You see, man, with 100,000 followers, 50,000 followers, but you still get 100 likes.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of crazy, you know, it's mad, you know. But, you know what I mean? The numbers, I don't think the numbers on social media add up to the actual numbers of the people that know and that actually support you. But if you're not releasing or you're not giving nothing out to even test that level, you will never know. You would just know what you had and still think that's what you got. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like living off your name in the past rather than saying, okay, who am I now? This is me. This is me now. Talk about Instagram. You've been banned from Instagram a few times.
I've been banned though.
Like, just I was just thinking about this. This just popped into my head. Like, I've had to follow you about 3 times. Like,
yeah.
Why have you been banned so many times?
It's that Freaky Friday. Yeah, I used to do that Freaky Friday stuff every Friday, putting up X-rated stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's just going crazy, males, females, you know, like they're actually going crazy. Like, this is what I had to set something up that everyone wanted to do.
Yeah.
Now everyone's a part, but kept getting shut down. That was just a play thing, knowing it, because really, I should have been focusing on my music. Do you know what I'm saying? So I got shut down a couple of times, couple thousand here, couple thousand there, shut down. Then I just said, you know what, scrap that off. Man's, you know, that's laughs and jokes. It's time to get serious and build it now, properly, innit? So that's where I'm at now, building.
All right, and I think that's a good way into this next question that you're building right now. But where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
To be honest, shutting down raves, still shutting down raves, still shutting down raves, getting booked, still that guy, still 3 to 5 years, still, and you know what I'm saying, a better lifestyle than I've got now, an even better lifestyle, should I say? Do you know what I mean? And just enjoying life around all my people, around all my real ones, just, you know, just around loving it, just around the realness. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for coming in, man. It's been good to talk to you.
Yeah, man,
good to know where your head's at right now.
Don't know.
You've been watching Meet the Artist. I am Desperate Robinson. This is B83, and I will see you next time.